Hey people, it's John here again. Right, after being up late this morning, chatting with my good friend Metal Mickey, and and all the crap that he's having to go through, and I thought I'm gonna do something different today. I was like, I've sat here looking up some of the videos for the past hour, right, and I couldn't even remember what I was going to do today. So all I know is I've got to get this video done quick because I've got to go out in an hour. So I'm going to do these things. The Final Countdown World Tour program by Europe. From Europe, not from Europe, from the band Europe. This one has still got the sheet inside for the merchandise. It's got nothing on the back there. You know, when I was 10 years old, 10, 11 years old, or even, this was the band. I idolised this band. This was, amazing. Just there, see? Absolutely awesome. I just loved, the Final Countdown album. And that song I did as well. Just one of the biggest things to ever hit me in life. And I always wanted to see this band live. I always wanted to get every single bit of information on them I could. I was 10 years old. I couldn't do that. I didn't have pocket money for that early on for buying stuff. I didn't have anything. Didn't see any TV programs. The only time I ever saw Europe, right, was the Final Countdown video, or a rerun video of them on Top of the Pops when the song was on Top of the Pops. This, and then for many years I used to try and get whatever I could, and if we'd have had the internet back then, I could have just gone. Obviously I wouldn't have had a computer because my parents weren't well off, but nowadays people can just go Europe, Final Countdown, there's the video. There's videos of all the rest of the band. There's the interviews. You see them live. Obviously not live as being there, but the closest thing to live. And I didn't have any of that growing up. So you think the first time I saw MTV would have been about 95, 96 time. First time I even knew that channel existed. And before that, I was watching Raw Power and Noisy Mothers, and the only other video I ever saw of Europe was when the song "I'll Cry for You" came out on that video on Raw Power, and that was what, 91. And so kids of today are very lucky to be able to just source whatever they want, just like that. And I suppose it does ruin your, when you idolise a band and you think, wow, Look at that, and all you've got is like the odd few pictures. I had pictures of Joey Tempest on my wall, Def Leppard, Ozzy Osbourne, stuff like that. And when you see them pictures, they always say don't meet your heroes, but yeah, I don't see Joey Tempest as being, or the other members of the band being, in any way ones not to meet. But some of them later on in life I realised turned out to be complete and utter, yeah. But yeah, absolutely awesome. So I would love to be able to see this band, but maybe one day when my anxieties of stuff like that go away, which won't, but you know. So that's that one. Next one, Black Sabbath, Mob Rules, and yeah, this is another cool tour program, all the way from what was it, 82 when that came out, or was it 80? Can't remember now. There's some really cool shots in here, some really cool stuff. And pretty awesome. I don't know why, obviously, I don't know, it doesn't even say in the front. Plus, yes, that's how tired I am. So yeah, you've seen that, but that's the Mob Rules tour program with Dio. I'm going to put that back there. Oh, we're going to pull this one down. Put that one back up there. I think I'm just going to do a few and then do another video. I've got a pile of them here. I've got two of these. Hysteria from the European and UK 88 tour. If you buy the new Super Deluxe Hysteria album in the box set that costs an absolute fortune, you get a miniature version of this tour program in there. Luckily I got the real thing, and yeah, really cool. So yes, cloudy, mild air. I know you've got a nervous disposition towards Def Leppard, so you might want to turn away. So yeah, absolutely amazing band. Did you hear that, Cloudy? Amazing band. And like me, like the Europe thing, I was just Def Leppard were, you know, number one in my favourite band from probably, they would have been like joint first with Europe when I was younger, but obviously Def Leppard took over. Europe were there wasn't a lot of Europe stuff around for me to collect, and Def Leppard I found more stuff easier to come by. I remember going in the record shop and going, have you got any new Europe stuff, or even old stuff? And they'd be like, no, we've got the Final Countdown or the Prisoners in Paradise cassette. And I'd be like, yeah, but I've got those two. And then I went for like months and months and months without having anything else. But back then, you would sit there, listen to the cassette, or your CD all the way through, or your vinyl all the way through, and appreciate that. I suppose it would be like just like being on a desert island and you only having a couple of things, and you appreciate it more. Whereas now, everything's so easy to get. you listen to something, you go, oh, I've listened to that first song, don't really like that band. But back then you would have listened to everything and then listened to it again, got into it a lot more. So yeah, this is a very cool, I have that book twice. Yeah, very cool tour program. And I'm going to put that one back up there. Actually, I'm going to stick it in front for now. And I'm sure Cloudy has just stopped watching the video now since I put that there. Oh, that's got to go back in there. The next one, oh, I better not show that one. I'll do this one. Cloudy, you can come back now. Magnum, the Vigilante Tour. This is another great album. There's a picture of the album in the back. I don't really like the cover. I think it's pretty boring. Would have been nice to have seen maybe another Rodney Matthews cover like they did with the earlier ones. But well, I hope that's not Rodney Matthews, because that ain't that great. And then yeah, look, they got Harp Lager. Oh my god, don't know how long it's been since I saw that stuff. And then you got FM in the back as well with this one. So they were obviously on tour with them at some stage. There's the albums in the back there. So yeah, this was what, 1986. So yeah, I was 10 years old. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh my god, I'm gonna break it in a minute. But these things are a nightmare to hold. Bob Catley is there. Wally Lowe, who's no longer in the band, hasn't been in the band for a long time. He was the bassist. Mark Stanway, who's no longer in the band. I don't know the reasons why they've left, or so I'm not going to say. Mickey Barker, I don't think he's in there either. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen his name. A cool shot. And Tony Clarkin, the man behind the lyrics, all the music, the brains behind the band, because I know in interviews that Bob Catley doesn't write his own lyrics and stuff, so it's all down to Tony Clarkin. He's the brains behind the band, and bloody good guitar player as well. And no one ever really mentions his stuff, so go and listen to the song How Far Jerusalem, and on a Storyteller's Night and stuff like that. Just listen to that whole album. Even the song Sacred Hour as well. That's immensely awesome. There's loads of songs that they did that were, you know, really good. So I'm going to stick that one there for now. The old Magnum there. What time is it? 14. I'm going to do one more. We're going to go on to we're going to go on to White Snake, and this one is the 1987 one, an 88 tour, and oh, this was inside. Quarterly Schenker Group. I've got that record down there. It's actually just staring at me right now, which is weird. I'd not realised this, isn't it? How ridiculous is that guy's hair? That is ridiculous. I think that should be another a thread. Choose somebody in a band that's got the most ridiculous hair. That would be a good thread. I might start that. That there and Lizzie Borden would be in my top 2 most ridiculous hair. Look at that cool shot. I love that shot. That's the only time you can get away with looking at other men and going, yeah, that's a good, I like that picture. And it's the only time I just thought about this I've thought about this for years. If you say to another guy, I have got pictures of men all over my ceiling, walls, stuff, you can be classed as gay. But you could get away with it with metal bands and rock bands. Not that I'm gay, but my younger brother is. Adrian Vandenberg. Vivian Campbell. That's just, I think you'll find some of those photos are in the actual super deluxe issue of '87. Rudy Sarzo. Tommy Aldridge. David Coverdale. And a bit of Tawny Katane on the side here. I think that's a bit of her. It's not the best part of her, but it's a bit of her. Yeah, some really good shots. And oh, I like this one. I'd never seen. I couldn't remember this. What's this? Warner Brothers. A Warner Brothers advert. Whitesnake one. Look, with "Here I Go Again," or "Here We Go Again." It says Whitesnake. I like that. Oh my God! They've thrown it on the floor. And then you've got your merchandise, which if anybody's got those t-shirts in their collection, let me know. I want one. I was going to try and fill out the form down the bottom and see if I could get anywhere, but it'd probably tell me where to go. Because the t-shirts back then were only £10. The thing is, I can still get them for that sort of money now anyway. So they were quite expensive back then. And it's got the CD, the LP, and the cassette. Oh my god, I wore my cassette out. And there's the back. And that's the end of that video for now. And I'll show you a load more tour programs that I own. And yes, cheers for watching. Keep rocking. And yeah, I hope everything gets sorted out for you, Mike, with this whole, as you would call it, debacle. Yeah, it is pathetic, but at the end of the day, it's principle. You were owed 30 quid, and to be fobbed off all the time is not, it's not great anyway. You know, I would have got peed off of it big time. And I stand by you 150%, mate. Unless you use the whole "you're retarded because you've got ASD," that would be a very bad thing. But we know that you're never going to say that, and because you have it, I have it, he has it, and yeah, I don't know. The guy just needs to grow up, I think. So yes, okie dokie. Oh, and not bullshit about Amazon, because I don't, you know, if someone in Amazon UK says something, the staff, and then you know, it's going to be the same all along the whole company, isn't it? The regulations, the rules and regulations. So, and I've never come across Amazon for being dishonest, so it's not going to be them. So, okie dokie. See you later, mate. And we will see who your real friends are on the VC. Because at the moment, yes, they're, you know, real friends stand by real friends. So, I knew who my real friends were once my ASD came out. Oh, ASD was confirmed. So yes, and I'm going to leave it there. Fuck it. I just can't think of anything else to say apart from it was. I think your video response was absolutely awesome. First of all, I thought, how's he going to come back from this? And when I watched your video response, I thought you handled that so great. So, cheers, mate. See you later.